like how the server started, because it started in a very atypical way, unlike what we think of, right? Like a lot of us just think one day we woke up and made a Discord server, but then that's not really what happened. The very first time we made a community was on Telegram. So on Telegram, we used to have a lot of different communities. The main one was called, back then, BlueLearn was called Flinify. So the main Telegram group was called Flinify, and there were a lot of sub groups like Clinify English speaking group, Clinify finance group, Clinify startup group. And then people with those interests used to join those Telegram groups. This was back in 2020, uh, during COVID, I think around March, April-ish. So these were the Telegram groups that we had initially. And people used to chat, people used to share memes, people used to share videos, they used to help each other. And these Telegram groups were really active, and we had thousands of users in all these groups. And the Telegram English channel was really interesting because every day at 8 p.m. they used to practice English. And Telegram back then did not have a voice feature. So what people did was they used to, I don't remember her name. I think her name was PRK or something. She used to make a link. She used to make a Google Meet link and drop the link at 8 p.m. every day. And 7, 8 people used to join the Google Meet and they used to practice English, just talk about their day. Sometimes they had few topics which they can talk about. And all of them were like, people from different places of India, like not necessarily metropoles, but like people in a little tier 2 cities where English is not that prominent, right? These people wanted to meet other people who speak English and improve their English. And that's how that English group was functioning. And like dropping Google Meet links every day was not the best thing to do, right? Like kitni bar Google Meet pe like every day you have to make a new link. So one of the Telegram members was like, Discord has voice features. So for the English group on Telegram, why not make a Discord server? And then none of us had ever used Discord before, but then we were like, cool, let's give it a shot. So I created a Discord server. We called it Clinify, and there were just two channels. One of them was a voice channel called English Practice, and the other one was called No Mic. So No Mic was to chat, and English Practice was a voice channel which was used to just talk. And back then I didn't know anything about Discord, so like I was like, we don't need any other channels because there's no use of it. So let's just have two channels. And then every day at 8 p.m., this English wale log, Telegram English group people started coming there and practicing English. And it was really hard for them to, it was very hard for us to convince them to come on Discord because they were used to Google Meet, right? They were like, Discord pe kyun hai? Like you can just practice on Google Meet. It's so much simpler. Why should I install another app? But then eventually, like 7, 8 people came every day at 8 p.m. On that voice channel, and there was a text channel called No Mic where they used to chat. That's it. And then there were these two people, Atul Patil and Manav. They kept pinging me, and they were like, "Dude, this is such a boring server. There are just two channels, like one voice channel, one text channel. Like, look at other servers. They have so much going on. It's so exciting." And then I was like, "Cool, guys. I'm just giving you admin access. You make the server." So once I just went on Telegram and I put a message saying, "Does anyone have experience in Discord?" Atul and Manav texted, and I gave them admin perms. They became like, they got all the permissions to create a server, create a channel, and all of that stuff. And these guys started creating general chat. So the very first channel that was created was No Mic. That was created on August 5th, 2020. And then general chat was created later on, like August 10th or something. So No Mic is officially the oldest channel on the server right now. And then so Atul Patil and Manav, both of these guys started making general chat. They made a couple of channels like hashtag memes, hashtag startups, hashtag fun. They put like a lot of these text channels were made by them. And then Manav once texted me saying, there's this guy who's pinging me a lot, who's asking me to add bots, who's asking me to like change permissions, who's asking me to do a lot of things on Discord, which I don't know of. But it seems that he knows a lot about Discord. And then I asked him who is that person, and he said his name is Sleep Master. Should I give him admin perms? And then we spoke to that person, and he seemed smart, so we just gave him admin permissions. We were very skeptical because Sleep if you guys don't know, was back then, what, 16 years old, 16 or 17 years old. And then
I
we
guess
just gave him,
11th.
he was in 11th grade. And we were like, should we really give him the permission when there are 1,000 people on the server? Um, but we thought might as well take the risk. So we gave Sleepmaster admin permissions. And the next day, he just changed the server. He introduced music bots. He introduced Atuja, like I don't know how you pronounce it. But then
It's
uh, yeah, he introduced events VC. He created a lot of sub channels. He created different roles which people can avail. He started creating giveaway channels. He had these. He started introductions, rules. He put in two-factor authentication on the server. Every day he's installing a new bot, and he just like transformed the server in like a day or two, and it became like a full-fledged server which could compete with any other server on Discord. And that's how Sleepmaster came in. And then there were a lot of like these amazing volunteers. There was this person called Vicky Rao who used to do English PC every day at 5 p.m. Like obediently at 5 p.m. he used to take out time and moderate the English VC. He had no incentive, like no one was paying him, no one was doing anything, but obediently at 5 p.m. he came, he conducted English VC. It helped him practice English, and it also helped other people. There was this person called Yugma who used to have history debates every day at like 11 a.m., 11 p.m. It used to go on until 2 a.m. And sometimes even we used to jump in, and like there were a lot of fights in the server where people started like gang wars. There was this thing called like few people started saying that they were monkey, and others were like, what was the other one? Monkey and
nothing. So the
yeah. What was the
yeah,
other
so
one? There was monkey team, and
you
the other
know,
one was yeah.
all these
So there were
parts,
three gangs:
yeah.
monkey, humans, and bots. And these guys like took it so seriously that they started fighting. Like few people like uh, actually got cyberbullied in a way in VCs, and like we had to like take action and like ban few people and stuff at some point because some guy like swear at another person because he was from another team, and things got pretty intense. But that's how the spirit was. Like we had literally made a city of sorts where people formed cults, people started forming groups, and it was nice. Um, so that's how the server came in. And then eventually, like even today, a lot of people that we work with, Yashvi, Viraj, Chandan, a lot of these guys joined us back then. And a lot of cool stories have also come in. I know two couples who have met on Discord, like two people who like found their girlfriend slash boyfriend on Discord, and they met at a voice channel, and then eventually start dating and then met in real life. I won't reveal the name, of course, but I know two of those stories. I know about a couple of people who found their like freelancing gigs and stuff. Today, I was talking to some person who said they posted something on the server and they got 100 applications, and they're extremely happy about it. So that was cool. Like you guys are really smart. You guys sort of represent the cool kids, right? The kids who are not only smart but also know what real life looks like. Like you're not the JE kind of guys, like people who just study all day, all night. You're all rounders. Like most of you guys are super talented, and that's the community that we've, built. And like everyone says, right? Like great things happen when great people come together. So this is what we were able to achieve. You guys are you guys are special. You guys brought in something crazy. You guys have been giving back to the server a lot. Like the fact that 87 people just showed up at 7 p.m. in spite of having a busy schedule means that you guys care about the server, and that's what ultimately matters, right? That's the only way through which we can grow ourselves and help others grow. So yeah, guys, that's how the server was. Viraj, Yash, do you guys have any stories to share that you guys, I mean, during the initial days of the server? Shreyans, if
Not exactly a story, but while you were telling this, I just realized something that I don't think we realized back when we were doing this. Um, like people always talk about the minimum viable product and all of that, but not a lot of people get to do that. And Harish, when he started the server, he actually took that approach. I don't know, knowingly, unknowingly, but something that started from like one text channel and one voice channel, which is just the only thing that worked in the server. which is kind of the philosophy behind NPPs. And then this small thing turned into this huge thing with servers with so many channels and so many WhatsApp groups and all of that. So yeah, that's the only thing. Apart from that, the kind of friends I've made, the kind of things that I've learned from the server is just crazy. Uh, that's like I've met people who are like college dropouts and talked to them so many times. I've met people, met Harish and met Strihans who've been a great support. And yeah, man, I've made some awesome friends. Word, it's been a great journey so far.
Yeah. So this was initially just supposed to be a side project. Like we were just
Yeah,
doing it for fun until one day, so Shreyans and I back then were running another company called Hulock, and I was running this file running Hulock. And once I told Shreyans about this, and he was impressed. He was like, "This is big. This is bigger than Hulock, and there is some potential here, right?" So that's when like I started taking it seriously, and then he also came in, and both of us started working together, and that's when the actual like company building started. Until then, it was just us having fun, just being on late night VCs and uh, just having a chill time. But my plan was to just keep this server, get a job, and still keep this service running on the side for my social life. Like that was the intention with which like I had started back then. But then, after speaking to Shreyans and after we decided on building around it, that's when we thought this could actually become something way larger than just a Discord server. So like Shreyans, like I don't know if you remember the conversation, but we had some conversation about like how
Yeah,
uh, this how we can create something
yeah,
for colleges, and there were a lot of random ideas like but then it just seemed that we can build something on top of this.
yeah, 100%. Super emotional speech, first of all. I don't think I can beat that. But after we did, so after he told me that he had a Telegram group with like 200% growth week on week. I was just like, how did this happen, right? And then we kept seeing that Telegram group go from 500 to 1,000 to 2,000, and then it went to almost 8,000, 9,000 members between October and December. And that was when we thought we have so many students, why not just help them out on a larger scale? Discord is still, it's great, right? But if you're not too tech savvy, then Discord can get a little scary. It has a little bit of a learning curve. So how can you make it available? So we started hiring from the community itself for video editors and developers. Harish, do you remember the first time you put out a message, I think, on Instagram, hiring website developers
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
Clinify? Yeah, back last December, 2 years ago, December. And
yeah.
that's when we found Darshil, who didn't know HTML, but still said, I'll learn it and I'll make a website. And in a couple of weeks, we had the first version of Clinify. That was pretty cool. We started with a job internship board. That didn't work out too well. We tried out college mentorship. That worked out a little bit better. I think some of the groups are still active. There might be some of you guys who might be in those groups, or some as mentors or as students. And that was pretty cool. But slowly it started just fading away a little bit. Engagement started dying. So I think we kept trying different things until we finally got here.
Yeah, so we tried something called cohort-based classes at one point, and Shreyans and I were like, "What do we teach?" Like both of us don't know much, and we were planning to teach English initially because like both of us knew a little bit of English, and Shreyans also had an accent. So we were like, "Let's teach English," but then we were like, "It's fine. Like no one's gonna come for that." Then Shreyans was like, "He's gonna teach finance." So every Saturday and Sunday, he used to prepare material like a professor, sit down, work his ass off. Like he used to work for maybe 4 hours to create like 2 hours worth of material, and then he taught finance every Saturday and Sunday for I don't know how many months, probably 2 3 months continuously. So the first couple of cohorts were just taken by him, and yeah, that's when we like that was an indication that we can create a company out of this. But yeah,
Yeah.
so he just took the step ahead. He was like, I'll just go ahead and do it. And that was the very first experiment that we ran on BlueLearn.
Yeah, but that was good. I think that forced me to also learn so much finance and help out so many students. You had that YouTube course also already.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were
I never took
we were
it,
gonna.
But Shreyans got so
You
much finance
almost
that one day he lost his voice and he was like, I'm not doing this again. And then he stopped.
teach, teaching is so hard, man. Teaching is hard. Respect to all the teachers and professors who do this on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
But I think that's when we made our first little bit of revenue, and investors started coming in, and they started seeing the possible potential.
Yep.
Cool. So also today we wanted to introduce the Hall of Fame. Harish, do you want to introduce that for 2 years of community?
Sure. So, we really, really appreciate your contribution towards the community. And there have been few members who put in exceptional work to build this great space, right? So, whatever you're learning, whatever help you're getting, uh, everyone's responsible for it. But these people have taken an extra step to go ahead and they've spent some extra time, they've spent some, they've genuinely wanted to help others. So this is basically uh, a way of appreciating their work and saying that we really, really care about them. And it's just a thank you from our side. So that's what Chandan has prepared. I think Chandan, from here on, you can tell them what it is about and maybe launch it. We can't hear you.
I think we lost Chandan.
Yep. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but Shreyans and I were not going to do this full time. We were going to sit for placements, and we already had almost gotten a job at Leap Finance and Cred. We're almost going to get a job, and then we were going to intern at these two places, and that's
Is it
when
audible?
yeah, now you're audible. And that's when we raised our first round of funding, and then we emailed them saying, I don't think we're gonna join full time. And our very first round of funding was 25 lakhs, and for a company, 25 lakhs is very less. Uh, like you can't run a huge team with 25 lakhs for too long, right? But still, we were ready to take that risk. We were ready to skip Bitska placements also, and we emailed the person at Credit. We told them, dude, we can't do this, and we'll do it later sometime, and we are going to focus full time on BlueLearn. And surprisingly, the person whom we emailed at Cred, he also left his job, and he also started a startup called Flint Money in fintech. So that was a really exciting time. But
Oh,
yeah,
bro, I didn't know this.
yeah.
Damn, that's so cool.
So it was just, I don't know, maybe right timing, luck, whatever you guys call. But if like uh, like if I had missed one WhatsApp message, or if uh, we had, maybe I had overslept one day, small events could have happened and we would have never like started a startup. Like it was just sheer luck and right timing. But Chandan, go ahead.
All right, hopefully my mic works this time. Is it working? All right, yeah. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, so here we go for the point. Okay, I would like to say something which not a lot of people know. Even Viraj doesn't know this. People think that, I mean, I got active recently, but in fact, I mean, from the point nearly 9 months since I joined, I'll tell you something. Even back when Cleanify was on Telegram groups, I was a part of those English clubs and nobody literally knew it. I was on a verbal war with Viraj about a specific topic. And I don't think Viraj knows it. Viraj, do you remember that?
You've told this to me multiple times, but I cannot remember that word before. You keep telling me.
Yeah. So I think for every single one of us, in some or the other way, the beginning has been those roots. And in fact, I can't be super excited for what we've got. And in fact, as I was saying before, I don't think it's just me. It's every single one of the community team of every single team in BlueLearn as a company and Clarify as a server and the entire experience. We tried making a video like a trailer, but the problem with rendering is that it did not get rendered till now. So we are still like pushing it. But anyway, Harish, I've sent you the link on WhatsApp. Harish and Shrans, you guys can put it on the chat. The idea is pretty simple. every single person's as a community member contribution towards this community has brought us over here. And to respect, to provide, let's say, as a sense of gratitude, this is the first step that we would like to provide you. And here you go, presenting you the Hall of Fame. Yep. Harish, yes. There you go, guys. That is the link of Hall of Fame. Go check it out.
Okay, wait. I have to put the hyperlink. One second.
Okay.
Here you go.
Guys, go check it out. This is not something that we're gonna pause at. There is a lot more that we've planned. It's the like, guys, you have no clue. Like a ton of stories happened behind making this single part of the website, right? People were super not so comfortable about revealing their photos, a lot of them. But we were able to convince for a lot of them. In fact, we are growing at a rapid pace on this specific part called the Hall of Fame. Guys, you be super active and we are always ready. Exactly. Harish, would you like to say something?
People who want to show up in the next Hall of Fame, DM Chandan.
I don't know, not just me. Anyone from the
DM
community. Anyone.
Chandan or DM Yash.
Yes. All right. Harish, in the meantime, can we take like a few questions, like if it's okay with you,
Oh yeah, sure.
from the audience? Awesome. Guys, just raise your hand and we'll bring you on stage. Cool. Okay, Patni is here. Patni, I've sent you the request. Welcome, Patni.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks a lot for that Hall of Fame thing. It kind of really blew my mind. Thanks a lot, Chandan, Harish, Vaidi, Shreyansh, and Viraj. My question is pretty much straight. See, even though I kind of know all the difficulties you people would have faced while building this community, but collecting 61,000 all over across the India, it's not something that can be ignored, or we can just get by saying that yeah, it was done. Maybe some difficulty was faced, but it was done, and it's here. We can't say that. It's many road bumps or speed breakers you must have faced. So how do you tackle it? What I'm saying, those that tackle emotionally, you get exhausted, then you feel like, is it worth it? Then you be like, no, I have started, I have told so many people, now I have to stand up to my words. Then you get exhausted. So this cycle, how do you break through it and build this huge community of 61,000 students all over across the India? How?
Damn, dude, you're high on energy.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So I think the way we look at it is it's not one or two people building the company. I think one of the good parts of being a community startup is that everyone's building together, right? So in a way, when you're involved in building, in a way, when Yash, or in a way, people in the audience, Karthik, Goat, Payal, Atharv, everyone's involved in building it together. So it's a collective effort that all of us put together to make it better. It's like citizens of a country working towards making the country better. Are you getting it? So whenever we face an issue, I guess everyone kind of figures out some way out. Like maybe a couple of issues that we faced initially was in moderation. There were a lot of fights happening. There were a lot of people using cuss words. There was bad content being shared. But then the community itself suggested solutions. They were like, use this bot, or ban this person, or maybe give this person a warning, or like small things like that. So I think if you have a good set of smart people, they themselves set great rules, and from there onwards, things become they take it forward, and it's not a lonely journey.
Okay. Okay. I will wrap your answer in one line or something. Please tell me if I hit the bullseye or I miss it. So technically, you are saying it's a game of bringing together a group of people who knows how to do stuff rightly, the right way. Am I correct?
Yes, it's bringing together a group of people who are smart, who know what's right, and who care for the community and they give back.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Harish, and thanks to BlueLearn. I mean, a lot of good thing happen with me, with my career too, and in my personal life because of BlueLearn. So
Oh,
thanks a
nice.
lot for
Oh,
building
what?
something so awesome.
Wait. Stay. What happened? Can you elaborate?
Oh, actually, I met with well, I won't take the names, but
Sure, sure.
I met with two people who who kind of teach me that that anything can be done even if the resources you have are not enough. I mean, first, I mean, before that, I used to believe that it's everything is possible, but if things can be constrained, I mean, if there are just too many constraints, those possible things become impossible. But now I believe that this rule is applicable, but again, there are exceptions in this rule too. That even if there are constraints, you can still, work your way around it. And it helped me a lot with one of my big project. And because of that, I'm at a very good point in my professional career as a professional freelancer. So first this thing, and second was I found a client here. uh, I mean, I bet on him, and the bet is still going on. Let's see how that bet plays. And one last thing, I got to have a one-on-one conversation with the people I really admire. I'm having an email chat with Saheli. Let's see, maybe I may be able to have a one-on-one chat with her about this professional freelancing world or not. I don't know, but I have a chat with Kunal Punj. He's the founder of Revert. Chandan, maybe he actually Chandan and he together uh, organized this BlueLearn Metaverse event. Am I correct, Chandan?
Yes, they did organize.
Yeah, that event. I met Kunal there, and we have a good conversation then. And now actually I'm writing a brand case study on his brand, the Revert. So many good things happen, and I mean, because of those events, I break through so many of my limits, and I got to know this fact that even if they are very ahead of me, they are still approachable. I can set not just set my bars at them, I can even set my bars above them and reach them. So it was really helpful.
Happy to hear that, man. Happy to hear that you got your clients and you've been networking with some awesome people who have helped you become and grow in your professional journey.
Thanks a lot, Harish, and everyone here, Shreyansh, Viraj, Chandan especially, and Vaidi. Or should I call you Electron? Uh,
Call him robot.
Robert. Okay.
Thanks.